Hello, welcome to Contacts in the CloudWorks IT CRM system. So on first use of the platform, of course, it will be empty and you face a rather daunting task. This is the manual input and the addition of all of the contacts you've gathered over the last few months or years, one at a time, into the system. When adding your contacts to the system, the key fields in red are mandatory for each contact that you wish to add. And obviously setting the owner is something you can do with multiple users on the system, so it's clear who owns each contact. But obviously doing this with hundreds or thousands, tens of thousands of contacts that your business has accrued over time is a task not for the faint-hearted. So let's see if there's a more effective way that we can populate our CloudWorks IT contacts management system in CRM with much more impact and effect. And yes, good news, there is an import function. There are really three ways that you can manage the import. Number one, you can download an XLS, so an Excel spreadsheet template, allowing you to do a local import to this template of your existing contacts. So if I open this here, you'll see this is obviously you enable editing. You open another spreadsheet with the existing contacts in and you do a data merge so that you import into this spreadsheet the contacts from your existing system. Again, those columns in red are mandatory in order for the import to be successful. And there are a lot of fields for each contact across the contact itself, their job title, the company they work for, the type of contact that it is, and so on. So that's one option, is to do the data merge locally and then upload the file with this cloud icon to do an import. You can also import directly from Google Contacts through a sync function, which is useful in some scenarios if your business has been using Google at all. But to me, the most intelligent way and the most effective and intuitive way of importing a large number of contacts is to use the native import function in the system that allows you to marry your existing data with the format and topology of CloudWorks IT CRM contacts management. So let's do that. We'll just go ahead without using the template at all. We will import a list of our contacts, and here I've got a file that I've extracted from my legacy systems. It's got exactly 1,000 contacts in it, about 346, I think, companies in total that those contacts are spread across. So I open that file, it uploads to CloudWorks IT, and it then analyzes the structure of that file, looks at the field name mappings in our CRM platform, and tries to make the connection between the fields automatically on its own. In cases where there isn't an exact match, like this first name is underscored and it's one word and it's lowercase, it couldn't directly map these things together. It's as simple as grab the field, hover over the target field and let go. As soon as you see this field going cyan, this light blue color, let go, and you've now defined the relationship between your original data and the data that the system is looking for. So a contact type in my data is either 1, a supplier, or 2, a customer. So in our system, that is the group. So a contact group, or as defined by your administrator. We will go ahead and add that to our group. Job title, straight into here. Now, we don't have a field for gender. We do in our HR systems, but not for our native contacts. So I'm going to ignore this field in the data, and the ID field, which is just a sequential ID numbering system off our original database. We don't need that in CloudWorks IT either. So these two fields I'm going to ignore. So home phone, that goes further down. Here we go. That's home phone, mobile phone number, and address line 1 is further down. So just bring this data field towards the bottom of your screen and it will automatically scroll until we get to the address info, address line 1. There we go. Back to the top, postcode or zip code if you're in the US, and add that. So that's it. That's as complex as it gets. The data I've provided can be in any format with any naming titles or convention that you like. It just needs to be comma delimited or CSV based, and I can manually define that in a very intuitive way. Obviously, there's a lot more information that the system is capable of receiving for each contact. If you have this information, maybe you want to beautify your data before doing the import and use this as an opportunity to cleanse your data and add all of the other stuff which has been lying around in different pieces of paper or storage systems, notebooks, and various software platforms, so that you get a really good, clean, true starting point to your journey on CloudWorks IT. I said there were 1,000 contacts in my example dummy database, and it's confirming, it's counted 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and press the import button. So in the background, those contacts are being imported and propagated to our contact system. It takes seconds to achieve this. It processes thousands every second. So by the time I've clicked OK, and if I scroll quickly to the bottom, it's already done 538 of them. If I click CRM and contacts again and scroll to the bottom, it's done 873 of them. And click contacts one more final time. How quick is it? It's done all 1,000. So the refresh is done in the background. It'll still email you and confirm that the import is completed at the end. So let's have a look. Companies have automatically been propagated as well because we had company information. So if I look at Abbott Koch, here is the example company, and look at the company contacts, I can see that Timotheus Sita works for this company. If I click on him, it takes me back to the contact system. And you're going to find this throughout CloudWorks IT, that the data is relational in multiple dimensions, and it's really easy for you as a user to bounce from one context to another. So there you go. Very easy to import large amounts of data, even if its structure is nowhere near aligned to what the CloudWorks IT system naming conventions and field layouts are. It's really easy with drag and drop to do that import, and as you saw, it does it very quickly.